Welcome, Dominica. This is the Kairi TV News. I'm your presenter, Vanessa Bruno. Here are the big stories making the headlines. A warning from the police force that Dominicans desist from blocking access to polling stations on election day. Observer missions from the Commonwealth and OAS on island for the December 6th general elections. And housing to take priority for the Dominica Labour Party come January 2023. We'll be back with details of these stories and more after the break.
Are you looking for that perfect setup for your conference, seminar, or company function? Or maybe you need a low-budget setup for your party, dinner, or private gathering? How about that professional production for your grand concert, festival, or outdoor event? Kairi Sounds is here to provide you with everything you need. PA system, stage, lighting, microphones, tents, LED digital screens, generators, projectors, crowd barriers, and more. We also offer free event consultation to ensure the success of your special event. Call us today at 612-4050. Kairi Sounds, your partner in sound, stage, and lighting services.
Thank you for staying with us. We begin with the news that the Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force has issued a stern warning to the public ahead of Tuesday's general elections. Police is reminding the general public that no interference with the voting process will be tolerated. A message from the police states that voters going to the polls will do so in full respect of the laws of the country and the electoral process. Acting Police Commissioner Lincoln Corbett says any interference with the process will constitute a breach of the law for which the perpetrators will be prosecuted.
It has come to the attention of the Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force that some individuals have been calling for and inciting the public to engage in criminal actions, namely the blockage and or obstruction of polling stations in Dominica on Tuesday, 6th of December 2022, that is Election Day. For the benefit of members of the public and to caution those inciting this unlawful action, this serves to inform that any blockage, obstruction, or other interference with the free passage and or access to and from any polling station in Dominica constitutes an illegal and unlawful interference with the constitutional and legal rights of the citizenry and is a criminal offense. On election day, no assembling or congregation of persons is permissible within 100 yards of any polling station. Section 53 of the House of Assembly Act, Chapter 201 states as follows, and I quote, subject to the provisions of subsection 2, during the hours of the poll, or that is, during the hours when the poll is open, upon election day, no person shall engage or assembly or congregate within 100 yards of any building in which any polling station is situated. This section shall not apply to any electors who are waiting to poll their votes at the polling station or who obey any instructions which may be given by the presiding officer or any constable for the purpose of queuing or forming a queue with other electors. B, any person who may enter under the provision of this act lawfully enter or remain in the polling station. Every person who contravenes or fails to comply with any of the provisions of this act is liable on summary conviction to a fine of $400 and to imprisonment for 6 months.
Polling stations open at 7 a.m. on Tuesday, December 6th and close at 5 p.m. the same day. Politics will dominate this newscast as we report that the leader of the Dominica Labour Party, Roosevelt Skerritt, has vowed to prioritize housing in the new year. Linda Martin has that story.
The DLP leader notes too many Dominicans are still living in vulnerable homes and areas at the mercy of the elements. Mr. Skerritt says, therefore, his government will make housing the #1 priority in the new term beginning January 2023.
The national reset I have called for from January We'll deal with issues such as prioritization of spending. We need modern infrastructure. But at the same time, too many of our families are at the mercy of the elements. There's still too many of us waiting for a home, a comfortable home, and that will receive a priority come January 2023, ladies and gentlemen. So you here in Wesley, Woodford and Palm Tree, yes, we are building 16 homes, but I give you the assurance that that number will increase dramatically in our new term.
According to Skerrit, residents of the East affected by the trough in November will also be part of a relocation process.
2 months ago, relocating scores of families in the Southeast was not the forefront in policies of this government. Tonight, it is a priority number one for a re-elected Dominica Labour Party government. We were laughed out of the water when we spoke years ago about our housing revolution. But imagine the old housing stock of 2000 being still today the quality of housing in Dominica. Given this strange weather phenomenon that has overtaken our region and our world. Climate change is no abstract topic for the people of Dominica, ladies and gentlemen. It is real. We feel the impact of climate change on our daily lives.
Meantime, more benefits are also on the cards for public officers, senior citizens, and those employed under the National Employment Program. Speaking at a DLP rally on Sunday evening, Skerrit stated employees of the roadside beautification arm of the NEP will receive 2-year contracts in the new term with the DLP administration.
Seniors in this country shall be guaranteed a livable pension. It shall be paid consistently and on time. Come January, we shall even bring forward the date of eligibility, that is from 70 to 65. Our public officers shall be paid a livable salary, and we shall continue to provide them with the security of tenure needed to go about planning their lives. Come January, people who work under the beautification and cleanup program of the NEP, you will no longer be given 6 months contracts and working 3 days a week. It will be 5 days a week and 2-year contracts.
The DLP leader also shared that during a recent meeting with the private sector, recommendations were put forth on how to have a more efficient private sector. Linda Martin for Kairi TV News.
Continuing on the political front, 2 observer missions are in Dominica to monitor the December 6th general elections. Both the Commonwealth and Organization of American States, the OAS, have deployed electoral observers to witness the December 6, 2022 general elections in the Commonwealth of Dominica. The Commonwealth Secretary General, the Right Honourable Patricia Scotland's King's Council, constituted the 5-member Commonwealth Observer Group, which will be led by Kenya's former Cabinet Secretary for Sports, Heritage and Culture and former Cabinet Secretary for the Foreign Affairs, Honourable Amina Mohammed. The electoral observation mission from the OAS is headed by former 2-time Prime Minister of the Bahamas, Perry Christie, who also served at various times as Minister for Finance, Minister for Tourism, Minister for Agriculture, Trade and Industry, and Leader of the Opposition. Both missions will observe all aspects of the election process, from the opening of polling stations and the voting process to the counting of ballots and announcement of results, and to determine whether the elections are conducted in line with international standards. The missions will also observe the domestic democratic standards to which Dominica has committed itself. You're watching the Kairi TV News. Stay tuned for more after the break.
Are you looking for that perfect setup for your conference, seminar, or company function? Or maybe you need a low-budget setup for your party, dinner, or private gathering? How about that professional production for your grand concert, festival, or outdoor event? Kairi Sounds is here to provide you with everything you need. PA system, stage, lighting, microphones, tents, LED digital screens, generators, projectors, crowd barriers, and more. We also offer free event consultation to ensure the success of your special event. Call us today at 612-4050. Kairi Sounds, your partner in sound, stage, and lighting services.
Welcome back to the Kairi TV News. A comprehensive plan for residents of the Wesley constituency to get underway come January 2023. Here's Nathaniel Durand with the details.
Dominica Labour Party candidate for the Wesley constituency, Fidel Grant, says the development plan for the area will cover a wide demographic of residents. Grant noted that the international airport slated for construction in the Wesley constituency will provide employment for several people in the surrounding communities.
A component of the plan will target our women. We will also make funding available at concessionary rates to our small business owners to boost their goods and services. That facility will also be extended to skilled workers, laborers, so that they could buy tools and small equipment. Another component of the airport project is skills. We will conduct extensive training and certification for our young men and women. Tonight, I make a special plea to our young men. Look out for these sessions. Get certified so the jobs at our international airport can be yours.
Grant says education and agriculture rank high on his development agenda.
Since 2019, over 30 young people from the constituency has been to university. Thanks to by large measure to the government of Dominica, they can now come back home and take their place right here in Wesley. My constituents, agriculture. I know what agriculture means to you. Our farmers, our hucksters, our agro-processors, our women in horticulture. The international airport will be a game changer for us. Farmers of my constituency, I know that land access is crucial. And it's for this reason, since becoming your parliamentary representative, I have been focused on improving farm access roads.
Fidel Grant is among 15 DLP candidates contesting the December 6 general elections. The Dominica Labour Party already has 6 seats to its tally, as there were no other contenders for the constituencies of Paybush, Vieques, Cottage, Petite Savanne, Roseau Valley, and Colliho. Nathaniel Durand, Kairi TV News.
And Electoral Reform Coalition is hosting a candlelight vigil on Monday night as it continues its call for electoral reform. With just hours left before Election Day, the Electoral Reform Coalition continues its campaign for electoral reform. Since DLP leader Roosevelt Skerritt's announcement of snap elections for December 6th, the ERC and supporters have staged several rallies and discussions lobbying for electoral reform. Member of the ERC Johnson Boston says on Monday evening, December 5th, the ERC will stage a candlelight vigil in Roseau as part of efforts to raise awareness for electoral reform in Dominica.
On Monday, the 5th of December, we're having in Roseau, Lagon, Independent Street, we're having a candlelight vigil from 6 p.m. so we can light a light for Dominica, put on a light to dispel the darkness that we're involved in. Because to me, this thing is no longer a political thing. It is a satanic behavior. It is a wicked behavior. And nobody in their right mind, no matter where you come from, can tolerate that kind of abuse that we have been going on for the last couple of years.
You're watching the Kairi TV News. Stay tuned for a recap of the headlines right after this.
Are you looking for that perfect setup for your conference, seminar, or company function? Or maybe you need a low-budget setup for your party, dinner, or private gathering. How about that professional production for your grand concert, festival, or outdoor event? Kairi Sounds is here to provide you with everything you need. PA system, stage, lighting, microphones, tents, LED digital screens, generators, projectors, crowd barriers, and more. We also offer free event consultation to ensure the success of your special event. Call us today at 612-4050. Kairi Sounds, your partner in sound, stage, and lighting services.
To end the news, the headlines again. A warning from the police force that Dominicans desist from blocking access to polling stations on election day. Observer missions from the Commonwealth and OAS on island for the December 6th general elections. And housing to take priority for the Dominica Labour Party come January 2023. Tune into 107.9, 93.1, 91.1 and 88.7 FM Monday to Friday to catch our radio newscasts at 6:30 a.m., 1 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. Go to Kairi TV on Flow Channel 953 to watch our newscasts Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. with repeats at 10 p.m. and 8 a.m. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/KairiFM. Check us out on Instagram at KairiFM and follow us on Twitter at KairiFM Dominica. Visit our YouTube channel and subscribe to catch up on any newscasts you may have missed. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Vanessa Bruno. Thank you for watching.